Oh my god, hi. Welcome back to my channel. We are here in Vancouver, British Columbia today. Yes, we are. And I'm here with XANA.
Season 5 of Canada's Drag Race. Yes! Bully, the villain. I live.
The bully, the villain, the antagonizer of the season. XANA do,
right.
XANA don't. Anyways, we are here today because XANA is going to put me into XANA drag.
Very demure, very mindful drag.
XANA do, XANA drag. So, you probably already know what's going on, but in case you don't.
And mine will probably be the best one, so
yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Canada.
So let's get it started, and XANA's gonna paint me. Yay!
Sorry.
Don't think too much, just sip some poison. Oh my god. Okay, so what's the first step for a XANA face?
Oh, I'm gonna color correct the fuck house out of your face.
Oh, yes, please do.
As people who need to do this is where
yes.
the base of drag comes through. You can always tell a girl who doesn't color correct or doesn't use the right color corrector because she's bricked, which is actually what the color name of this is.
Bricked.
Yeah, bricked.
Love it. For the bricks in your life. Color correction.
Love a brick queen.
Oh my gosh.
Where do you normally start on your face?
I start in the same place. Color correction. Yeah. Yeah, I do my color correction and then I set it and let it sit while I do my eyes.
Yeah, so we have the same process because I know people do their base first and then go to their eyes and I'm like, it's not.
Yeah, I had Ivory paint me and she starts with base and I was just like, oh my, because I used to do that.
Well, we all used to do that.
Yeah, and it's like, I forgot how like alarming it is to see yourself just blank as an egg in the mirror.
Yeah, it doesn't build what you need it to. I start with the most important parts of my face. Like I do this, yeah. I work center outwards.
I start with the part of my face that takes me the longest, which is my eyes, because I always get carried away with my eyes, and it's like if I don't have enough time to get carried away with my eyes, then I end up late. So I just do them first.
Gotta get it out.
So that way, if I'm like, oops, spent an hour and a half doing my eye makeup, but I know I can whip on the rest of it in 20 minutes.
Okay, so this is your foundation?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Juvia?
Juvia's Place. Isla.
Honestly, when it comes down to it, a beauty blender's great, but if
use my hand to squeeze it out on it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
We're gonna make this work.
Okay.
Brush does the
Is
job.
all my hair out of the way? I didn't really check.
There we go. Let's make a bullet here.
That's fine. That's why I buy vinyl ones.
Easy to wash.
They're Windex friendly.
This color is insane. Is this the DF?
No, this isn't DF. DF was way grayer. DF actually matched. This is too yellow for my skin, but if I don't use something with a little more color in it, I literally look like a ghost and my highlights don't show up.
You're a mugged girl. You know how to put it on.
Oh yeah.
Fucking sure. Shut your eyes for me. What was your first impression of me?
Of you?
Yeah.
Well, I already kind of knew about you beforehand because we had met that one time in Toronto.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Remember that time?
And your reputation preceded you.
Yeah. Remember that time we recorded a podcast like 6 months ago?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, we've known each other for so long.
Oh yeah. Secrets.
The power of editing.
The power of editing. Yeah. My first impression of you, I was like anticipating you to be way more of a bitch than you are.
Well, I'm a bitch outwardly, but I'm not.
I've seen you be the kind of bitch that I thought you were going to be all the time. Mm-hmm. But you're not that bitch all the time.
Close your eyes again.
Which, honestly, is why we're friends.
Yeah. I'm a bitch to the people who deserve the bitchiness. That gets me going.
Yeah. And also a lot of time when you're being, like, bitchy, it's, like, with a wink and a nudge towards your sisters.
In a place of love.
Yes.
Everyone's gonna see my massive hump, my bad posture from years of being insecure.
My bad posture from years of pushing my shoulders forward so it doesn't look like I have breasts.
Me too. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Close your eyes.
Yeah, I guess my first impression of you was, oh, she's not as much of a bitch as I thought she was gonna be.
But there's been moments. There's definitely moments that you're like, oh, there's shit.
Yeah, no. I was like, you have reasons for everything you do. It's not just like being an asshole to be an asshole.
Yeah.
But yeah. What was your first impression of me?
Honestly, because I knew pretty much everybody going into the season. There was only a couple people that I didn't really realize that were gonna be there. When I saw you, I was like, that's exactly the girl that I remember in 2019.
Consistency is key.
Yeah. No, fully.
Some people call it not growing, but I call it consistency.
No. You are definitely like a legend. So like, I know you for your makeup. I know you for your aesthetic, and your entrance look is exactly how I imagined you were gonna come in. So like,
good.
It's great. It makes sense.
Oh.
Yeah, I do a reverse contour where it's just like I don't highlight it. I just bring it down.
Oh, cool.
Which would be interesting on other people. I've done it on a few people where I'm like, oh, maybe not. Your nose is good. You got a nice little flat one. And you have the divot that I don't have.
Yeah, I would say I like my face. I don't really want to change anything about my face. too much.
You're not gonna get any surgeries?
No. I was like, I want to get like maintenance things done.
Yeah.
I got a little bit done before we went to film the show, but like I think most of it is worn off by now.
Are you a Botox filler girly?
That was my first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love filler. I love Botox. They're my favorite.
It was such a wild experience because it was like not a noticeable difference.
It's natural when you get it the first time.
When we looked at the before and after, it's like, oh, I just look like I slept for the first time in like 8 years.
Yeah, fully.
The one thing I do want to do is I think I'm going to try lasering my face.
Laser is definitely on the list.
I don't want facial hair anymore, and I don't think I ever will.
Yeah.
Between drag and my gender identity, and
You paint fast, right?
I paint fairly fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've like definitely gotten it down to a science over the years. Like I used to spend 3 to 4 hours painting my face.
Everybody did. And you'd end up looking really bad.
Yeah, I mean, I never looked bad.
That's because you went to makeup school.
Can't relate, but
Yeah, I feel like everybody has their thing in drag that like makes them special, and then everybody else kind of picks up where they think they're faltering, or they just never change and they've been bad for the rest of their life.
what was your thing? Like, what was your thing that drew you to drag?
Being on stage.
Attention.
Well, I took theater in school. I missed that like aspect of my life, being like on stage and getting that kind of like validation. Mm-hmm. I was never really a main character, so it was very interesting to like become that. Mm-hmm. And like realize I don't have to be in the background, and I think that's more speaking to like my traumas and everything too, feeling like a background character for my whole life. I'm gonna come in with the brows. We put the tattoos on her
Yes.
right away. I live in these. Helena is a very brave girl, and she does not do that.
Yeah, no, I love looking like an alien.
I'm not nervous, but I'm definitely a little like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just a big pale egg. It's pretty
Yeah.
easy to just paint me.
It's also different doing it. It's like, it's different.
It's
doing
so
it on
different
somebody
doing
else.
makeup on other people.
Like, people who do this fucking professionally, I'm like, y'all have the patience.
I don't know how I did it for so long. I was like, I'm a little bit of a control freak when it comes to creativity and like creating things. So having to like only listen to other people with what they want to do and just basically be hands for them, I'm like,
Yeah. I think like drag makeup really allows you to explore like every aspect of what makeup can be, and it's not just like, I just want a smoky eye and I want to look really natural, but I also want to look like I have a lot of makeup on, and you're like, well, that's not possible.
yeah. When I found drag makeup and drag, it was like, I was like, okay, this does exist. Getting into makeup and stuff too, like I wasn't raised and socialized female, so I'm never introduced to makeup through like, you use makeup to make yourself look pretty, which is like such a toxic thing to think about, to be honest. But
Well, some people don't do that anyways, so.
Yeah.
Was there anybody's makeup on this season that you're like, oh wow, she has it?
like it was like sickening.
Yeah. Or that you were impressed by?
I mean, we really didn't have any like uggos on our season.
No.
Like everyone was really cute.
But no one, you're like, oh wow, I'm a little like, okay, I love her.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're like, I was focused on me, I don't know.
Yeah, I really don't think we had any like people who really fucking sucked at makeup on our season, which was
is good.
Nice.
Sometimes.
Nice, because I was like, I did say that I will tell people they're ugly if they're ugly, but we didn't have any ugly people.
See, season 5, it's the one.
Season 5, we love each other.
Season 5.
Season 5.
Was there one that was like, that you loved?
Someone's look that I love?
Yeah.
There's like a few I've loved for different reasons. I loved your Alien Superstar.
Thank
That
you.
was the craziest thing.
Yeah.
Like, I am like obsessed with like the Giger Alien franchise. So when I saw that, I was like,
When I had to turn it pink for the show, I was like, it's fine, I'm sacrificing the love of the aesthetic that it was.
was it originally
it was
like
black, yeah.
black and blue? Yeah. Yeah, that was one of my favorites. I really loved like Uma's Time and Place look, that bald-headed like Roanoke witch thing.
Yeah.
It was like really.
She was wild. She was wilding out on that day.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Alien Superstar collectively was the best. Maybe will go down as one of the best runways like in the franchise history. Like
would
we
hope so.
all fucking nailed that runway. Like everyone looked amazing.
We did, but the judges didn't think that about everybody, so.
Well, yeah. That was the thing, is like, whenever someone would be like, oh, well, I guess I suck at drag because the judges said this, everyone would be like, no!
Honestly, like, hearing the girls, like, prefer what I wore over anything else, I was like, that means more to me than, like, anybody having anything to say about it, so.
Yeah. What was your favorite look you wore on the show?
I loved my 90s runway, like 90s glamour and grunge, because it had such a personal meaning for me.
Can we talk about your impromptu prop
Yes,
for that
my
episode? Because
impromptu
that's
prop.
a fun behind the scenes.
I wanted to bring, like, a crossbow, because it was, like, kind of more truer to character, and I couldn't bring that on the plane, I couldn't bring it to Drag Race.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna find something, I will make it on the day, and I was like, I went into our rotunda, which is like where we got all like our supplies, like
The supply room, yeah.
where they keep the hairspray, the rhinestones, whatever. And I went and got the rhinestones for it, and I took that to my hotel, and I went into the parking lot of the set, and I went and found a piece of wood that.
And she's like out in the parking lot digging through sticks to find a perfect.
There was a broken pallet that I snapped in half, and I got a steak out of it, and I was like, this is perfect.
She brings home the stick and all the rhinestones and rhinestoned it, and that's her little dagger.
But yeah, no, I had a really good time doing that because that feels like drag to me. Like that outfit was thrifted, which is very drag, and creating a prop for it's very drag. So like it made sense for me.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely something, I think good drag is drag that you kind of like put together from multiple different places, like on your own. And like, cause it's like, that's like old school, like good drag to me. Like you went to the thrift store, you bought something.
You made it work.
You like judged it up a little bit and personalized it and styled it into a look. I was like, let's see more of that drag and less of I gave a designer 4 months of rent to make me one outfit.
4 months. I wish. It's the one thing about doing makeup on someone else. It's like, you gotta deal with skin that you're not used to pulling out.
Yeah. Yeah, and my Botox is worn off, so my eyelids are a little...
I do very subtle makeup. I barely wear anything, so she's not gonna have a stitch on by the end of this.
Yeah.
And I build up. I love doing like an underpaint and then building on top of it, because it just makes it turns out a little bit more.
That's what I was saying earlier. Like, I've always looked at makeup as like an art medium, like a paint. Like, I don't think of makeup as like a beautifying like accessory. I think of it as like face paint. And I learned how to like paint with like traditionally before I learned how to do makeup. So like I always think of like underpainting.
Was there a challenge that you really enjoyed on Drag Race, or was it kind of like I got through the motions of everything?
I mean, I loved writing verses.
Yeah.
Which I did not think was going to be my thing, but I had a lot of fun like writing and recording music while we were there, which is something that really surprised me because like it's something I've always wanted to do but never thought I could do. That
was one thing that like I come from the land of Lana Del Rey, where it's poetry first and then I make it the song. I mean, I feel like our music video from episode 1 was like impactful because everyone kept saying stuff that I had said, and they were like, I liked yours the most, and I was like, well, thank you. Even though like I didn't win that challenge, but like people were like, oh, I loved your lyrics. I'm like, thanks.
I mean, I really loved that challenge because it was the first day we shot the music video, right? Yeah. So it's like we heard the song
over and over
again, but like maybe like a few hours after we had just met each other for the first time.
Yeah.
So it was cool because you were listening to the lyrics and kind of getting to know everybody through their lyrics.
Yeah, the lyric challenges we had. Quick drag was fun though.
Oh, I love being stupid and ugly. That's my favorite part of drag. I don't do it very often, but
you're never stupid or ugly.
No, well, I'm always stupid. Just my brother.
Like even when we got 20 minutes, I would be in still full fucking drag and be like, well, everybody else can look bad.
Yeah.
Me and Michaela would often get ready next to each other, and she's just naturally beautiful and doesn't really have to try very hard. So when she put on a little bit of makeup, it was still like fucking glamorous. I'm like, all right, how dare you?
Yeah, well, Michaela's just a gorgeous woman, so she can put on a lash and a shimmer on her lid, and she looks like a runway model. What was your favorite mini challenge, or like favorite challenge?
Honestly, the design challenge was a lot of fun. I had a really good time doing the design challenge. I thought it was like, they gave it a concept. It wasn't just like, oh, this is the theme. It's like, oh, we had a reason for it. And then like when we did the runway for that episode too, it was like, now we're getting to do both.
Yeah, actually that was really cool how they incorporated the design challenge and into the runway. She snatched my wig off in the back while I was dressing her because I had the scalp reveal hair on. And I was bending down to like put on her shoes. I was like, you can put your hand on my shoulder to like brace yourself. She's like, okay. And she put her hand on the top of my wig and went while I was doing up her shoes.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm sorry, I just really wanted to do that.
Well, yeah, I don't think I ever actually called her Brooklyn. I was like, Miss Ma'am.
Miss Ma'am.
Yeah, because I made 2 of my looks for Drag Race going into it because I knew I wanted to do that.
Oh, which ones did you make?
My Alien Superstar and my slow motion, because that was important to me. I wanted to like have that whole experience of like.
I made this. Yeah.
Not that it mattered.
No, but it's still like, I don't know, I find it so rewarding to make your own things.
Fully. And it also saved me a whole bunch of money.
The most eyelashes.
Yeah, you got a fucking full set in here, bro. You got 301s on. Let me break my hand sideways and get this corner in here. Oh, you're good.
Look at the art. Look at the moment.
It's art for sure. Was there a lip sync song that you really liked?
I really liked most of them.
I thought we had good music this season.
Yeah, I really wanted to do Contemporary Love because that's a song I perform often.
Yeah.
Because I love Rev. I loved, it's like not to trigger you, but I really loved Taking Chances.
Taking Chances is such a good
It's
fucking
like one
song.
of my favorite Celine songs. I was
Celine. My favorite Celine.
Celine songs. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the only other one I really wanted to, well, you know, I wanted to do Heads Will Roll.
Yes. Yeah.
I would be Uma though.
Listen.
That's my fight or flight.
Shake
Like
your
when I'm like panicking, I just like start acting like a hoe. I think I'm losing the audience. Let me show them my butt.
Yeah.
Very chaotic, very undemure.
Very demonic, very not
Very
mindful.
demonic, not mindful. Oh, this is concealed. I thought it was spirit gum for some reason. I'm like,
Could you imagine?
what are you doing?
Well, I'm sticking everything to your face. You're fine. You have snake bites. How do you live with makeup on your face all the time like this?
I actually did my makeup without snake bites a while ago, and I because I'd forgotten to put them in, and I went and drew piercings under my lips with eyeliner.
Really?
Because I looked so weird.
Why didn't you
them.
rhinestone it?
I can draw a rhinestone with eyeliner.
Yeah.
Try me.
Try it. But you're down to clown though. You're willing to participate. You'll do whatever makes sense.
Yeah.
Which I think I appreciate about you, because like even in that PSA challenge, you're like, oh no, we're gonna take it there. I'm gonna commit, and that's why that's literally why
it's
you
just
want
drag culture. It's like you roll with the punches. Nothing ever goes right. Nothing ever goes to plan.
Mm-hmm.
Things are always messing up, and you just have to roll with it, or else you don't survive in this industry. Also, how excited are you that slur is now going to be gay vernacular?
I'm very excited.
Like internationally, not just in Vancouver.
That's something that like I personally have like had in Vancouver, and just like people will pick up things that I say and they'll start saying that, which I'm very excited about, because I'm like, I came up with slur because I couldn't call and I'm like, I want to, but Instagram won't let me say that. Twitter pretty much won't let me say that, so I'm like, I'm gonna call people slur because it's what you are. And I'm excited for people to enjoy it. You know, I want people to feel like they can have that little fun thing. It's like, it's an inside joke that we all get to share and have.
Yeah. I was
no one
saying it for
understood it.
so long when we got back home, and then I had to like make myself stop saying it. So, because I kept saying it, people are like, did you just say slur? And I'm like, no.
Yeah, you look good. Very demure, very mindful.
I am giving the XANA moment.
Mm-hmm. That's the critique that I got in the lip sync Lollapalooza, that they were like, you have sexy eyes, you have the bedroom eyes, you really serve that. And I'm like, yes, I paint that on. I powdered, and then we're gonna do all the powdered versions of what I just did. I underpainted, then I'm gonna build on top.
Love that.
Love that.
Love that. Love underpainting.
Pretty cool.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, Helena definitely had one of those fucking mugs on set that I was like, you know, this girl knows what she's finished. You're not afraid of the costume.
No. And what's funny is the way you saw me is like the least amount of makeup I used to make fun of people for doing black eyeliner eyebrows all the time, and now it's all I do. And it reminds me of that MySpace song, For Sure, by the Medic Droid.
Yep.
Where it's like, ew, she draws her eyebrow on with a fucking Sharpie. What the fuck? Did you snort a lot of my cum while I fucked you in the ass? For sure, maybe. For sure, not. Where are my elder emos? Make
Where
some
are the
noise.
elders? Love a bronzer. Bronzer and fucking blush. If you're not doing these, you're not doing drag. I love when people
Yeah,
think they
Perla.
Let's put color back into this bitch.
Okay.
I'm a neutrals until the blush.
Until the blush, yes. I love that.
Can you be honest with me? Was my outfit really that bad for Brooklyn?
Was it really that bad?
Yeah.
I don't think anyone really did bad. I think she was just really confused by the front train. I think you were too innovative.
Sorry for trying to be fucking different. I had such a good time on Drag Race, and like I felt like I had a very good experience. This is something that I've always wanted to do. This is something that I'm excited to be here for, and I didn't let anything kind of get in the way of that, which I am happy that I was able to achieve, you know? Like nothing ruined my experience.
That's good. I love to hear that. Oh, I was gonna say, I was like, I love how much everyone loves and puts so much stock in the show and like really appreciates the show and like studies it and is obsessed over it, but like we really need to remember that doing good on Drag Race doesn't mean you're
Good at drag.
good at drag.
And vice versa.
And vice versa. And I was like, it is such a different specialized experience, and good or bad, I don't think people should be judged for the rest of their career off of something they do on Drag Race.
Those are my pet birds.
Yeah, I'm just like, if you play a character, then you have to keep up with that character the whole time. You're just making more work for yourself.
Absolutely, I love your characters.
Yeah, can you tell the story about the Betty Page voice? Because, but like even after you left, that voice was still haunting all of us. We would just like, every time there'd be a call, hello, would you like a Spanky! Hello! Every time someone would bring you up after you left, we'd be like, Xana, Mrs. Xana! Miss Xana! Would you like a Spanky?
Yeah, my Betty Page voice was a choice. An impression of Mort from Madagascar. Hey, Julian, I'm coming! Yeah. Gorge. You and a red lip is very interesting. We'll say that.
I always feel like my mom when I wear red lips, which is weird because she doesn't wear red lipstick.
Yeah.
But I always feel like my mom.
I know what I need to do. It's weird seeing my lip shape on someone else who doesn't have lips like me. I'm like, okay, let's get in Jimbo territory now. Oh, wow. Getting down to the line. I'm gonna get you to do your lashes. So you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna put you through that. Okay, cut.
Cut. Uncut.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. So this is the finished look. I've been Xana done.
You've been Xana done.
I've been Xana dusted.
Yeah, I live. Do you feel slurred?
I feel very slur. I feel very like, I feel like soft, but still very intense because of the eyebrows.
You don't have a hand mirror, right?
Yes, I love this nose. This little nose highlight here is so adorable. Wow, the lips, you went crazy with the lips. I love it.
I go big.
But like from far away, it doesn't look crazy, but because I have my snake bites,
oh yeah,
they're like in the middle of them.
Over.
I love it. No, we look gorgeous and stunning, and the orange blush. I never wear orange blush.
It's fun.
I look gorgeous.
You do look pretty good.
Don't I look stunning? Let us know in the comments. And I got my new bra.
Yeah, we put a new bra just for you.
I was like the Xana. We're doing cute hair and latex, obviously.
Duh.
Latex sissies.
No, you look good. I'm actually very happy with this.
Yay!
I didn't think I was gonna do a bad job, but I was like, oh, I don't want to fuck this up either.
No, this is so cute. We look amazing. Oh my God. Thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah,
Yay, friends.
Thank you for having me in my own apartment.
Yes. Thank you for having me in your apartment. Thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed. Make sure you go follow Xana on everything if you aren't already.
Or block me, whatever you want.
Or block her. We'll put all the links in the description because I don't remember what your actual handle is.
Me neither.
Xana something.
Xana's Revenge.
Xana's Revenge.
Yeah.
Xana Del Rey. Xana.
Yeah, Xana Del Rey 2 on Twitter, Xana's Revenge on Instagram, and if you're following my OnlyFans, you're welcome.
All right, thanks for watching, and stay tuned. Maybe I'll paint Xana.
Maybe.
Like Helena Poison.
Bye, slurs.
Bye, slur. Bye, slur. Oh my God, hi, slurs.
She looks good. Very soft, very demure.
Very demure.
How mindful.
Very mindful. I don't do a green cut crease when I go to work, but I do wear werewolf contact lenses.
Yeah, and
fat red lip. Have piercings in the middle of my lip. Look at I'm Xana. We're so cute.